In this video, Pecco Bagnaia furious with Michelin. Getting along with Marquez will take another 30 years, says Valentino Rossi. 5 points left before Aprilia lose their precious concessions. And KTM chalk their average British GP to limited experience. Looking forward to Aragon. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Pecco started the British GP on a very strong note and looked in podium contention right from lap 1. But sadly, that charge was short-lived as he dropped to P6 in 7th lap, down to P18 on lap 13 and eventually finished in P14, barely inside the points. He has now slipped back to 4th place in the World Championship behind Johann and Johann Zarco and is a whole 70 points behind Quartararo. After the race, Pecco didn't bother to hide his frustration when commenting on his disappointing Silverstone race. It is clear that something didn't work. I felt strong throughout the GP weekend. In practice sessions, I was always on used tires and in the race, I was 3 seconds slower per lap. I don't know what happened. We need to talk to Michelin and look at the data. I believe that in such a championship, we are at the pinnacle of motorcycle racing here and all the components of the bike should be top-notch. The soft front tire was not the problem, Pecco reassured. I would also like to say that Fabio not only won with the soft front tire but also destroyed the entire field. I felt very good with the soft throughout the weekend. I set my best lap time in Q2. My feeling was incredibly good. The good thing on Sunday was that we had a new soft front tire, but I can't say the same about the rear tire. The Michelin tires are always under question in the MotoGP World Championship. Bagnaia himself complained in the Styrian GP about the lack of rear wheel grip after the restart, as did Marquez. Speaking on whether there have been more inconsistencies this year as compared to previous seasons, Pecco added, "I can't speak for the others, but everything was okay in our team this weekend. In Austria, we may have had another shell that caused us the problems, but it was not like that this weekend. I just heard that Jack had a lot of problems in qualifying on Saturday, and I suffered a lot on Sunday, and I saw that Valle also had problems. I don't know, I think we need to talk to Michelin to understand what might be going wrong." Stepping away from MotoGP at the end of the season, Valentino Rossi has been reminiscing his illustrious 26 years in the sport. Reflecting on his toughest rivals in the modern era, Rossi said, "If we talk about the talent, Casey was unbeatable, Jorge was too. I didn't deserve a teammate like him at Yamaha. Maybe I should have taken the slowest bike." And when asked about the number 93, Valle said, "He is a great rival and one of the best and very difficult to beat, but at the same time made it known that he doesn't feel very good with him on the track." When asked if one day he will put it all behind him, Valle said, "How long will it take to get along with Marquez? I think 20 or 30 years. The only manufacturer on the grid with concessions is Aprilia, and after the well-deserved podium at Silverstone, you might be wondering how long before they lose these concessions. These technical concessions are very important and among other things allowed Maverick Vinales to ride the RSGP at the Misano circuit. Concessions are gained and lost based on a point system, in which manufacturers lose their special status once they reach 6 points. These points can accumulate over 2 years, beyond which they expire. A win is worth 3 points, 2 points for a second place and 1 point for third. Espargaro's podium is the first point out of 6 for Aprilia, and if they continue their form and are able to score 5 more podiums in the span of this season and the next, Aprilia will lose their concessions from 2023 onwards. The last ones to lose their concessions were KTM with 2 victories and multiple podiums in 2020. And staying on the topic of KTM, looking at the run they have been having with loads of podiums and a couple of wins, their British GP was average at best. Although only Brad Binder made it into top 12 on Saturday, KTM race manager Mike Leitner seemed very relieved with 3 RC16s in top 10 on Sunday. Mike said, "We are very happy about the final result, as it was very difficult for us to put up a good bike here. We had to work very hard here to find the speed. This shows that we haven't been on this track with the KTM package very often. In the last 5 years since their entry into MotoGP, KTM has only raced in 3 races at the Silverstone circuit." Mike continued, "It is the way it is, but the performance of Brad and Eker in the race was really good. From the middle of the race, both did a great job and overtook many riders. Places 6 and 7 are really great, and we are also very satisfied with Danilo's 10th place." Miguel Oliveira, on the other hand, could not even get into the points, finishing in P16. Leitner explained Oliveira's weekend. "For Miguel, we tried a lot on the bike, but in the race, it turned out that this wasn't the answer to his problems. He still had major rear wheel problems. Of course, we are not satisfied with the result, but in Aragon, we will try to get a better result." If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.